Today we're taking you on a virtual tour of the world's biggest football club stadiums, ranked by current capacity. We'll traverse 5 of the 7 continents and see some of the game's most historic stadiums. Beginning with number 9, the famous San Siro in Milan, Italy. One of the world's most historic stadiums, it has a maximum capacity of 80,018 and has stood since 1926. It is home to both AC Milan and Inter and has hosted 4 European Cup finals. Many of the game's most legendary players have called San Siro home, but it will be replaced. The Cathedral by Populous and the Rings of Milano by Sportium are competing designs for the future of the stadium. For number 8, we're flying over to South America and Peru's Estadio Monumental. With a capacity of 80,093, it is presently the largest in South America. It is home to La U, one of Peru's 2 most popular teams. In 2019, Estadio Monumental became the first neutral grounds to host a Copa Libertadores final, replacing the 2-legged system, with Brazil's Flamengo beating Argentina's River Plate 2-1. Next to Asia and Malaysia's Shah Alam Stadium. It holds 80,372 fans. The stadium is home to FA Selangor of the Malaysian Super League. The Kavanagh Stadium is falling into disrepair, with pieces of the roof reportedly falling into the stands. In the 90s, FA Selangor regularly drew crowds of 30,000, but now the average is nearer to 7,000. Number 6, Madrid's famous Santiago Bernabeu Stadium holds 81,044 supporters. The ground has been home to Real Madrid since opening in 1947 and witnessed countless trophies and legendary players. The Bernabeu has hosted 4 European Cup finals and the finals of the 1964 Euros and the 1982 World Cup final. The stadium is undergoing a massive €525 million redevelopment, which club president Florentino Perez says will make it the best stadium in the world and will see Real Madrid be remembered as the greatest club of the 21st century. Next, we head across the Alps to Germany, the home of Signal Iduna Park in the city of Dortmund. Westfalenstadion, known as Signal Iduna Park for sponsorship, holds 81,365 fans. It is home to Borussia Dortmund, one of Germany's most successful teams. The gargantuan yellow wall on the south side of the stadium creates one of the world's most intense atmospheres. 131 feet high, 328 feet wide, and no seats, entirely standing. It holds 25,000 supporters who deliver some of the game's best tifos too. The stadium holds the record for the highest average attendance in Europe, drawing a massive 80,588 fans every game in 2011-12. Back to Asia for number 4, Salt Lake Stadium in Kolkata, India. Completed in 1984, the ground holds 85,000 spectators. It is the home of East Bengal FC. Until renovation in 2011, the Salt Lake Stadium held a crazy 120,000 fans. At one time, it was the largest football stadium in the world. In 1997, East Bengal and Mohun Bagan met in the Domestic Cup semi-final, drawing a crowd of over 130,000 fans. Back to the other side of the world for number 3, it's Mexico's iconic Estadio Azteca. The stadium holds 87,523 people and sits 7,200 feet above sea level. It's the home stadium for Club America, Mexico's most successful side, Cruz Azul, and the Mexican national team. Not many stadiums have a history like this one. It was the first to hold 2 World Cup finals. It hosted 10 matches at the 1970 World Cup, including the semi-final in which Italy beat West Germany, and the final in which Pele's Brazil became remembered as arguably the greatest side of all time. The Azteca then hosted 9 matches at the 1986 World Cup, including the quarter-final between Argentina and England, in which Maradona scored his Hand of God goal, and then the goal of the century. It then held the final, in which 114,600 fans watched Argentina become world champions. Number 2 takes us to South Africa, Johannesburg's Soccer City. For sponsorship reasons, known as the FNB Stadium and nicknamed the Calabash, it can hold a humongous 94,736 fans. Kaiser Chiefs, winners of 50-plus trophies, call the stadium home. Soccer City hosted matches at the 1996 and 2013 AFCON tournaments, and most famously 8 matches at the 2010 World Cup, including the opener, the quarter-final, and the final, in which Spain finally conquered the world. The stadium is the site of Nelson Mandela's first speech in Johannesburg after his release from prison in 1990, and served as the venue for his memorial service in 2013. For the world's largest club stadium, we head back to Spain. At Camp Nou in Barcelona, with a capacity just short of 100,000, it dwarfs most of the stadiums in this list. Since completion in 1957, it has been the home of FC Barcelona, 5-time European Cup winners, and one of the world's most successful clubs. Xavi, Iniesta, Ronaldinho, Cruyff, Messi, and many more. Camp Nou has been the home to many of the game's greatest players. Filled to capacity, it is one of the greatest sights in football. Beyond FC Barcelona, the stadium has held matches at the 1964 Euros, the 1982 World Cup, and the final of the 1992 Olympic football tournament, won by Spain. It has also hosted 2 European Cup finals, the 1989 edition won by Milan, and in 1999, when Man United staged a famous comeback against Bayern Munich to complete a historic treble.